Welcome back to Theme Park Bros. This is episode 7. My name is Austin.
I'm Cam.
I'm Braden.
And I'm also Austin. We're having someone that's MIA tonight. Edwards is having to work kind of late tonight, and our schedules didn't really work out with kind of recording and stuff this week. So, but that's what happens with life, you know.
It happens.
We'll be back. Happens. So we'll be back, all of us, next week.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. I'll put his face somewhere here. A month from today, actually, I'll be driving down to Florida. Actually, so when you guys,
you're driving?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, it'll be nice. We'll have a car. We'll have our own car.
How else would you drive? Please tell me how else you would drive. A bike?
Yeah.
Plus.
I'd just like to say a quick thank you for everyone that's been following and liking and commenting and sharing and subscribing to our social media accounts at Theme Park Bros. Please subscribe and follow us for notifications for more further updates, as well as our social media is pretty much where we post a lot of our weekly news content, and then our videos is when we bring it all together and talk about it in one collaboration. So, yeah.
We also we had some interest from a couple people in regards to starting a Patreon, and I know our following isn't that big yet, but a lot of YouTubers do it. You know, people that also do podcasts do it too. And so we started up a Patreon account. For those that don't know, Patreon is a way that our followers are able to help support us, so that way we're able to do bigger and better things for our videos, our podcasts, just so we can show the viewers, as the best content possible. So right now we do have a subscriber to our Patreon, Michael McLeod. Thank you very much. You have given us a very generous donation.
Thank you.
That we will definitely be using to make these videos even better, microphones, green screens, giving us a chance to try out foods at festivals, possibly even a tour at a hotel. So these are just a few of the things that we're able to do with this money. Trust us, it's going right into the videos. We're trying to give out the best content to all of you. So
we won't let Edwards have any access to the account.
No, absolutely not.
Until he rides Hulk.
Yep.
So yeah, if you guys want to help with that cause, we have multiple tiers on our Patreon, as low as $3 a month to be able to help support us. And just, there's different benefits for doing it too, shout outs and videos, extra content, discounts on merch, when we bring back merchandise, even free merchandise, depending on what you're able to help support us with. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to DM us on Instagram too. We'll be able to take care of you. But yeah, just once again, shout out to Michael, big help.
Thank you.
Big help.
Yeah. So with that being said, let's jump right in.
Let's go into it, into the news. I think that's like our little, that's a thing now. That should be on our merch. Into the news. I like that. Had a pretty heavy load.
Did you say a dirty heavy load?
I said a pretty heavy load, but
subscribe to our Patreon and you'll be able to hear that.
Yep. But last week there was a lot of information. This week I just kind of still continued getting pushed over as well, so that's good for us. A lot of content to discuss and talk about. So we'll kick things off, starting off with Disney World. So we talked a little bit the last few weeks about the 50th anniversary, but now they have officially announced kind of the time frame, and we're looking at October 1st of 2021 all the way until April 2023. So that's a big chunk. You'll be able to hopefully witness the 50th anniversary of Disney World. But thinking that gives a lot of people, a chance to come hopefully witness the 50th anniversary, as well as hopefully by then a lot of COVID and restrictions and stuff will hopefully be deceased to a bare minimum at least.
Yeah.
So I mean, it looks good for what they have planned. I think Epcot, for me, out of all the icons, I think Epcot is the coolest for concept art. All the lights on the. It's
gonna change the most too. I feel like
right now. Give the most, yeah.
What does Animal Kingdom have changing?
Honestly, their tree looks exactly like it does when they do their nighttime show.
Mm-hmm.
with maybe some
for the Christmas
flair
one.
of 50th. Yeah, it was like probably just some little extra things here and there for the 50th. Magic
Hollywood
Kingdom,
Studios and Animal Kingdom are just staying the same.
Magic
Yeah,
Kingdom
I do
looks
like
cool.
the color scheme for Hollywood Studios. It does make it
Yeah.
look really cool.
Mhm.
I will say that,
Yeah.
but I do think Epcot is going to be number one just because of how Epcot is now. And then you have all the flagpoles that are going up. You're going to have the
Mhm.
Walt statue eventually, which I don't know if that's going to be done by the 50th. I hope it would be. And then obviously the show, or the light
Mhm.
show, and then magic is magic. You can't beat that. So
I do like the gold, like the little garland or
like
like banners, or I do like that.
Banners.
Banners.
And I like the 50 logo in the middle. That looks pretty sweet.
It does look good. Well,
Now I don't know if the 50 is. You think the 50 logo is going to be a permanent thing? Is that like a staple, or is that just going to be like on the show a projection?
I'm not sure because I was at Disneyland when it was the 60th anniversary, and it was like just Disneyland, and they don't do like a light projection castle or anything like that, but they just had like pretty much on the castle, and you would walk under it and you'd see it. So the 60th anniversary. I'm not sure if
I know everything else is projections, so I was wondering if that a projection was that. But I could probably think it's gonna be a real thing
unless if it's on it, and then they can also. They're smart enough to probably project something onto it as well for like night time as well. So it could be probably both.
Make it, I can see that.
A hybrid. Face coverings they've added. This was actually just as of recently. So when you guys hear this on Sunday, but just as of recently tonight, around the time we recorded. Face coverings are going to be required at all public dining areas or just all public places? It's already all public.
No, so this is a dining update.
Dining. So even when you're sitting at your table, you have to wear it until you're actively eating or drinking.
Yeah. So my guess, there's not a lot of context in there. My guess is they want you to wait until you at least have a drink or food on your table. I can't see them saying that you have to be constantly eating or drinking because that would get too annoying for both cast members and guests.
It's like eat, man.
They don't want you to sit down and just rip it off right away. They want you to have your mask on, have them take your order, and then wait till you get at least a food or drink to be able to then take it off. And then when your food's done, you put it back on. So,
and I think a lot of people. Continue.
I was just gonna say, that's my guess. I don't think they can make it any worse than that because otherwise they're gonna upset a lot of people because people hate change, and the masks are already annoying. They don't want to have to cause any more ruckus with that.
We all don't like masks. We don't like them. But
I think for me, at this point, it's kind of like when we talked about the plexiglass. Like it's just kind of like an added thing. Like they should have just done this from the beginning. It would have made it a lot more simple because it would have made it. Here's what we're doing at Disney. This is what we're doing, and everyone, as much as people would, they would have abided by it better. I think it's gonna get kind of annoying, but they're gonna do what they're gonna do. But I think they should have just started whenever we opened in June, right? Whatever.
Sometime in the summertime.
Yeah.
They're going right into that. What you're talking about, the barriers. Test Track, they took out the barriers between the two rows on each ride vehicle, so that way there are no barriers. So that kind of is defeating the purpose of why they set up barriers in the queue to begin with. So once again, they don't really have a reason behind it. So my guess is that they're only having one party per vehicle in that case. Like even if they have two rows, I don't think they're going to be seating two parties just because, Disney and safety. So I think they're just making it so it's one.
Unless if it's this.
I wonder if they had a problem with the plexi, like the dividers with Test Track going so fast. I wonder if I was wondering if it was just ripping it off. Like
warps it or.
Yeah, warps it.
Can you imagine?
I just
in the face. Oh gosh.
Need the windshield on. Windshield.
Really? That's the only reason I think they can take it off. Like,
if you had a party, probably of what is it 3 per row? Is it 3 and 3, or is it 4 and 4?
Yeah, it's 3 and 3. No, it's 3.
3. It's 3. It's really awkward.
I literally haven't ridden it in like a year.
You haven't ridden it?
Ridden it, yeah. I knew I said it, but I was hoping no one caught it.
It's such a long line, and like the fast passes aren't really worth it for it. When they had fast passes, it wasn't even really.
Yeah, fast passes
and you can't customize a car anymore either. So.
Oh yeah, because that's a huge touch point. So that was the only point you did Test Track.
You know what they should do? completely random. They should allow on your phone to like have the app
that
where
is
you
smart.
can customize a car and then scan it before you get on.
They should make it like
Disney,
a virtual
just
line.
hire me back. Hire me back.
Now he might not know how to create the app, but he has the idea.
Yep, that's all we need is the skeleton.
Boom, that's it. That's all you need. Actually, you could do it on the like the play part of the app.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
You can compete with like
other people.
Have more people on it. Like instead of like, oh, like one family creates one car, like now daughter, son, dad, mom can all create their own car and test it out, and it makes it a lot more enjoyable.
Disney needs to hire Braden back as well as us.
You could have just said all of us.
Yeah.
But okay.
Well, man with the idea, and then the guys backing up the idea.
Fair enough.
Sticking with Epcot though, Harmonious is looking near completion. So I mean, I'm not sure you guys are down there. Do you guys know have they like started testing it? Is it more just like setting up the
they
whole?
did. No, they've tested. They tested I think last week. They tested I want to say like Thursday of last week potentially. But I don't know if it was like, oh, we're just testing just to see. I don't know if it was testing Harmonious or they were testing just the fireworks to just have them go off repeatedly just to make sure they still work. But I know they did test fireworks. And then they brought out today, I know they brought out the main center stage for Harmonious out to the World Showcase Lagoon. So I think they're speeding up, and I know they want to have it done by October.
Oh, it will be in 6 months.
Yeah,
easily.
It'll be fine.
I'm excited.
I
think by then fireworks will be a thing. They're gonna be. You can't have
it's gotta be. They've got to figure out a way by then to make fireworks.
For sure. Edwards is saying this is gonna be the best nighttime performance out of all Disney parks.
And
that's
I know
saying something.
And I know SeaWorld does fireworks, which is not saying much, but like if SeaWorld can figure out a way, Disney can definitely figure out a way to figure out how to distance everybody or do it somehow. Or by then something's gonna happen.
Going over to Hollywood Studios, I saw that they did file permits for Fantasmic, Beauty and the Beast, and the Indiana Jones show, or the amphitheater. So I'm not sure how much that has to like process that is for the shows to come back.
I saw a photo of them testing the the beam on the mountain, like when Sorcerer Mickey comes to the top. That beam was on the other night.
It was one of my coworkers that works at Hollywood. She shared the article on Facebook and said that she heard music and stuff being tested in the background as well. So I mean, there's probably
I know that during like the day, like if you're back there waiting in line for Tower of Terror, they play the music. So I don't know if that was what was heard or they're actually like testing. Because I know they play like the pre-show music, like where like the Kids Bop or the Disney Radio Disney stuff.
That's true.
So I don't know if it was that or they're actually testing, but I could believe that with the light beam being on. So
yeah, I mean, bring back Fantasmic. They should make it into Disneyland Fantasmic.
Oh no, where we're sitting on the floor, the hard concrete.
Okay, if they brought the show here, if Disneyland had our seating, it would be it would be all. But sitting on the floor, I mean, it was cool, but like sitting on the floor just was like not it.
That and because there's probably people in front of you, and then like you don't get that inclined to like, it's not like stadium seating. I can't remember which Disney park started this first. I want to say it was a foreign park, and then it came to US. But finally, Toy Story characters have gotten a refurb or redesign on their outfits.
Oh, it was Hong Kong when they reopened.
Hong
Kong. The man doesn't read the doc.
Like I wasn't like okay, so. I didn't really notice like how bad they were until I saw the newer.
That's what I said. I was like, oh, like, Woody looks like Woody, and then I saw the redesign. I was like, wait, Woody doesn't look like Woody.
Not at all. They look creepy. They looked really creepy. I always thought that.
I like them now.
Well, do you remember Bo Peep when Bo Peep first was a character, and it was just a plastic mask?
Yep.
Yes, and she looked very scary.
Buzz even looked weird too when I saw side by side. Buzz looked a little weird. Jessie didn't really change too much. She just still doesn't have a neck. It's just like a head on a body. Let me sign your character book.
What?
Can't sign anything now. I guess it's just more like, let me wave hi to you. Hey, I'm Jessie. But yeah, after looking at those, I'm like, they look good. I'm glad they made a change because I didn't really know they needed a change until he saw a side by side comparison. Like those were bad.
They look
pretty
good.
bad. They look good now. Going over to Disneyland, I saw that recently. I was just on Google a few days ago and like came up in a suggested story that LA County votes in favor of a bill allowing Disneyland and Universal Studios to move into the Tier 3 opening section, which is because I think now they're on Tier 4.
Yeah, they were.
Or they-
Well,
Close.
that's what B was talking about a couple episodes ago, where California's deciding to kind of knock them. They were like, what? It was orange, I think was the name of it. It was
Something
like
like
orange
that.
tier and moved down to yellow or something like that. But yeah, like B was saying, they take them down a notch because.
Yeah, they had different levels. So like Six Flags had to open at a certain capacity, county fairs had to open at a certain capacity, and then like there was a different ranking
For the big
big
boys.
theme parks.
Yep.
But now they're all clumped together into one because they saw the success that we have down here with the theme parks. So that's awesome.
Mhm.
Like, and I'm
Right.
sure with what we're about to talk about is coming to Disneyland, it's gonna probably prove that they can handle it.
They can do it.
So-
And like I think
You can
and
do
speaking of season 6 or speaking of Six Flags, I think they announced that they're going to be reopening. I'm not sure what the dates are
Around
on
the
that.
country.
Oh
Around the
yeah.
country, yeah. So that's good news. I think that was, I don't know if we talked about it last week, but I think it was kind of a little bit old news, but we didn't talk about it last week at all. But Six Flags is going to be opening across the country, which is good. I've never been to one. Actually, no, I have been to one, but
I used to go all the time. I had
Good
one
fun.
an hour away, and that was our mini Disney right
where is
there.
that? Chicago? Is that-
It's right outside Chicago.
okay.
It was in Gurnee, Illinois.
Is that the one with
But
Superman? Do they have Superman there?
yeah, Superman. It's the best, but like scariest coaster. Well, I wouldn't say the best actually.
Those are the best,
Like that's the one where you actually are like laying like this, and
like
like
Manta?
you're looking down to the ground. Yeah, but the best roller coaster they have there is Raging Bull.
Ooh.
So if you ever go, you gotta
I
hit
think I'm
on
going to
Raging
Cedar
Bull.
Point this summer, and I'm excited.
Okay, I'm kind of jealous.
I'm
I
jealous.
haven't been there.
You better video for us.
Dude,
You
I
better
want to
do a
go
video
on. I want to go
for
on
us.
Top Thrill Dragster. Oh, dude, that's like my dream.
I heard that if it doesn't get to the top, like when it
rolls
goes, it comes
back.
back down, like relaunches.
You gotta go again, yeah.
That's scary.
And then my dream would be to go on Kingda Ka, in I think it's New Jersey, Six Flags. That's the tallest coaster in the world, like 300 something feet.
Listen, I love coasters, but like when I start thinking about that in my head, like I get the worst anxiety.
Like, do y'all realize? Like obviously, Walker, you haven't seen it in person, but B, VelociCoaster is a 140-foot drop. Like,
Is
imagine
it really that big?
I think
Yes,
that's gonna be
imagine
tallest
a-
in Orlando.
imagine a 400-foot drop by Kingda Ka. Like,
Dude,
2.5 times. That's insane.
I want to go. Have you guys heard of Formula Rosa?
yeah, I've heard of it.
It's in
Is that the Dubai one?
Yeah, that's like the Ferrari base
park.
park.
Yeah.
It goes like 100. I can't remember the speed. I'm probably butchering it, but I would say minimum it's like in the 100. And that's what someone's looked it up. But I want to say it's like 145 miles per hour.
With a top speed of 149 miles per hour.
Jeez, dude. They literally give you like eye goggles because like you're gonna be like hitting bugs and stuff like that when you're going.
Bro, how does your shirt just not go like?
How does your shirt just not go through you? Like, how does this?
just like phases through you?
I can imagine like in a car you're fine, but like on a roller coaster, and like how does your face just like rip apart?
I don't know. That's awesome.
How do you
though.
not lose hearing? It's 4.8 G's too.
That's like going to space.
I don't even know what the.
Wait, look up how many G's is Mission Space.
Oh.
Mission Space, I think, is a G. Maybe
Well,
two.
I know
Mission
Hulky
Space is 2.5.
I sit there and I'm like,
2.5, bro. And
I'm
this
gonna-
is 4.8.
you're like,
I'm in Mission Space. I'm gonna.
You gotta clarify.
That's why they have the bags. I'm tearing up. Gosh. Moving on. Touch of Disneyland has just been announced as of recently this week. I know Cam wants to try to go if he can get the tickets.
yeah, I'm gonna
Gotta get
try.
that fastest fingers. I mean, they said
I'm
it's. I
trying
think it's
too.
like Mondays through Thursday.
Are you in Jackie trying? For when?
Yeah. For when? I don't
Whenever
know.
you can get them.
How long does it
whenever.
go for?
If we-
I know it's
if
like
we can
Mondays
get
through
'em.
Thursdays from like there's like a time
Thursday,
frame.
Thursday through Monday.
March,
So
yeah,
those
Thursday
are
through
through
on.
Monday, March 18th to like April something.
Oh wow! So there's a big window. I didn't think. I thought it was gonna be only like
It
a
all
Friday.
depends how it goes
Pans
too.
out.
So they might extend it, might not. Depends if the park can open fully. So
You know,
like
everyone
a
and
test
everyone
drive.
is gonna try to go though.
We're trying. Emily and I are trying
Dude.
to go on the 21st to 22nd.
okay, I'll try to keep that in mind.
Just look. So
That's,
in case
your,
we
that's not your birthday. Never
It's
mind.
gonna be so the website's gonna crash.
Crash. It's gonna be like
Dumb.
buying a PS5.
I just wanted.
Absolutely.
They haven't announced the time yet, so I'm gonna be like, and I have off Thursday, so I have all day.
Well, the good news is it's California based,
It's
so
gonna
that
be-
means it's gonna be California time, meaning we're 3 hours ahead.
So you'll be-
meaning even
you'll-
if it's 7
it'll be like-
a.m.
It opens
it's 10
early
a.m.
for us. I'm just kidding.
It'd be like 10 a.m. there. It'd be like 7
So we're
a.m.
already gonna be up.
You'll be
Unless
perfect.
to drop at like 3 in the morning, then rip.
Yeah,
it.
unless they pull a PlayStation 5 drop on us and drop it at 3,
Just drop it early.
I'll be up.
But it looks awesome from what they had planned. Certain traditional snacks, churros, Dole Whips, as well as some other, I think, some creation, like custom, like never before seen snacks and treats.
I just hope if I get tickets, I hope obviously they're gonna have churros, but I hope they have beignets. I hope they have the mac and cheese cone thing.
Never
Insert
had-
mac and cheese cone.
Insert mac and cheese.
I missed out on that when I went the last time. So, and the restaurants are opening. So Lamplight Lounge
Yeah.
is open for reservations.
Yes,
And
bro.
I think you could get like with your ticket, you get like a $25 like redeemable like
Food voucher. Yeah.
food in it. No, I'm not sure if I don't think it's alcoholic, but non-alcoholic drink.
No.
Obviously, probably free parking. I would assume. I didn't see anything about parking.
Yeah, and the Mickey and Friends garage.
Yeah. No, the
But-
crazy thing.
What?
Emily and I like calculated like price and everything of like flight, ticket, and hotel,
Probably cheap.
and it came up to like $270 each for everything.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
What?
Well, the ticket itself
How
is
do you
75.
fly there for $270?
No, that's everything.
Well, how
Round trip flights right now to Cali, like when we looked for like March 21st, I think round trip was like $150.
Through who? Like
Probably
Spirit?
Frontier.
No, Delta, I think.
Okay, Delta's decent. As long as it's not Spirit, I'll look
No,
into
yeah,
it for
I
sure.
would-
Never
I'm not-
tried
I'm not
Spirit at
flying.
all.
Don't.
I've flown Spirit for 2 hours and I hated it. Everyone,
what,
you
it's
may or may
75
not see B and I in California in a couple weeks.
That would be.
That'd be
dope.
a crazy vlog.
That would
That'd be
boost
crazy.
that would boost the boys' health.
Yes, which if you don't already, you have to check out Cam's channel too.
Yep.
Yes. We
Insert.
could do a 2-for-1 video, one for the boys, one for me.
Well, the ticket for it's gonna be $75 too. I know that. I'm not sure if we said that at all. And then
Nope.
it's also going to be you're gonna have unlimited digital photo pass allowed when you're there. And then obviously you're not gonna do character interactions, but they'll do it from a distance like they've been doing at the other parks and be like, "What's up, Mickey? I'm back." All right, moving over to Universal Studios. Cam, obviously you're in the park. Was that today?
Yeah, today. Yeah.
I'll let
They
you
just
talk.
they just added a new entrance sign for VelociCoaster. I guess not an entrance sign, but like
directional.
more of a sign to like direct you towards the entrance.
Mhm.
So once again, solidifying B's prediction of where the entrance is gonna go.
Yes.
So round of applause, everybody. Yeah, so that was actually overnight. So last night, as in Friday night. Today's Saturday. Oh no,
Today.
Thursday night. Today's Friday. Wow, I'm off with my days. Yeah, so it was really cool. Basically, just said summer 2021, all that stuff. Then I went over to VelociCoaster, and all the wooden walls are down. So there's still guardrails up, so it looks like a raptor enclosure. But you can. They don't care. You can stick your phone in, and if you guys follow us on Instagram, I posted some pictures. You can stick your phone in and take pictures. And unfortunately, when I was there, they weren't testing it. But I have seen some cool photos on like the pass holder page of you can legit get so close to that coaster, and it looks really really cool. So I'm excited to.
They have really just
They went and tested.
moved that along. Like they did so well. Like they didn't stop. They just kept going. They might have taken a little hiatus for a little bit, but it looks good. It looks awesome from the walls being down. And unfortunately, my hashtag Walker's wall is officially down. That was a wall I created for myself down in Florida. So, rip. Rip.
Yeah. You left Florida, and so did the wall.
So the wall, that was payback. And then one thing I sent you guys this today, but Universal had a funny tweet, kind of trolling people that said,
Oh yeah,
today we're gonna be opening up
V.
like V. It just says V, so like, oh, people are like VelociCoaster, something about VelociCoaster. It's like, and then they in their comment, Volcano Bay. Sorry, we hit send too early,
which
that's
opens
hilarious. The 27th
tomorrow,
so Friday. So
which right now, when you're listening to it opened yesterday. But if you're listening to it, I'm there right now.
Well, you going to Volcano Bay?
You want to go?
I can't. I wish.
I'll go.
I don't have tickets to Volcano Bay.
Obviously, you saw this too today, Cam. But I know they've been working on this for a while, even when I was down there, about refurbing the whole, like, the big Universal Studios merchandise store.
Yeah. So I guess it was always rumored that was going to be the new Universal store, and now it is official, going to be the new Universal store. So they had some cool concept art on there, what it's going to look like. It looks very sleek and modern, and they had some cool things. It showed, if you like looked in detail, it shows you like where the checkout's going to be, and there was different kind of checkouts. It was like,
is that where the original store was?
No, so it's where the candy store. Remember, like, you take the right. Obviously, the beginner's row. So you know what I'm talking. So like you come
candy
down.
Store? You mean the like surf, like Hurley type store?
Yeah. The Universal store that is open there now is actually getting refurbed to a legacy store. So it's all going to be like legacy stuff. So they're doing actually refurb on it now, and I saw signs there. There's like had the old retro logo on it and all that stuff. So I wonder if that's just going to be like the old retro store, or it's going to be, or what I'm getting is it's going to be legacy. So it could be like things from Horror Nights events or things from Mardi Gras that's going to go in there, and just kind of like the normal stuff. And then Universal store is just going to be strictly Universal stuff.
Yeah, because they have a store inside Universal Studios, but it's too small for how much stuff they have.
Yeah. Do you need a legacy pass holder to go in there? Like,
yes.
Yeah, you need a Disneyland pass.
You need to be a Patreon subscriber, actually.
Like I see.
Yeah, actually, I think the requirements that you have to ride Hulk. So Edward's taking it.
Nope. Have you ever rode a Hulk yet? Nope. All right, get out. And I saw like the exterior, like the windows and stuff.